I'm about 15 minutes from Billings, and there's this massive, like, what the hell is that? Power plant or something. I can see that miles away. Whatever that is crazy. That reminds me of like down in like Channel View in Texas, like in Houston, you have, what is it? Yeah, this massive power plant. You got like the oil refineries in like Baytown and, yeah, Baytown and, I don't even know what other the areas are toward Galveston, and like if you go toward Beaumont, going east out of Houston, you see all these like oil refineries. I guess that's what it is. Oh, Montana oil, of course. Don't they have oil here? Yes, that is crazy. Okay, so I'll be in Billings in a little bit, and then I'm going to park up, make up a tea, and then park up for the night. So it'll be an easy day tomorrow. Lots of bugs in my window, sorry. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Good morning from Billings, Montana, Cracker Barrel. I forgot where I was for a minute. All right, I'm going to go to Planet Fitness, and then I'm going to do a quick hike. It's a petroglyph state park thing, and it kind of sucks. There's only like 3 little petroglyphs, but it's a nice walk in the morning, so I'll go do that. Probably just need to wear running shoes, and then I'll go down to Little Bighorn State Park, and then I'll drive into Casper, and it's a Friday. I think I'm gonna go find a library and get some work done, but that's pretty much it for the day. If I get down there on time, it's about a 4-hour drive. If I get down there on time, I can maybe go check out something else that's cool. If not, I'll do it tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of my morning. But yeah, so we've got a Sprinter van. No, we got a Dodge Ram next to me. We've got a box tent thing. I don't know, a pop-up camper. We've got a self-built camper van in like an old, I don't know what that is. Like an old Ford Transit. We've got the obligatory RVs. We've got the fancy long wheelbase Sprinter with everything on it, including like Starlink. So we got that too. It's probably someone like, I don't know, it's probably like some influencer. And then we've got another Storyteller Overland, which is like a $200,000 or more Sprinter, whatever, at the end. So yeah, really pretty Cracker Barrel, lots of trees and things. Anyway, so yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I have a call that I have to do at 8 o'clock, so I need to take a shower and just be back in the van for that. And then I'm going to go over to the state park and just go do that, and then go to Little Bighorn. So I should be out of here by noon. Probably, even if I don't get to go to the library, I'll at least go to a Starbucks in Casper. And they have a Planet Fitness there too. And then just kind of work on my computer. I need some power. I'm out of power as usual. It's been a cloudy couple days in Montana, but it's beautiful, sunny day today. So, okay, well, thank you, Saltine Bucket, Cracker Barrel. Let's get out of here. All right, shower is done. The parking lot's filled with a couple of vans, and of course, over here at the Walmart, you've got the bazillion-dollar, you know, motor coach with like taking up 14 spaces. You've got a school bus conversion. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen a lot of those. Actually, I'm not in places where school buses would survive some of the roads that I go down. But just for perspective, so this is a long wheelbase Sprinter, and you can see like, I mean, I have to deal with this. Let me show you what I have to deal with. So I have to deal with like this extra bit, right? So I've got to make sure when I park somewhere that I'm able to like, well, I don't block a sidewalk, first of all, but second, that I can back in so that I'm not like extended out onto the road or something, or, you know, into the parking lot. So that works out fine, and luckily it's a little bit higher, so I can park when it's, you know, like that. But then you've got this guy, and I don't know, I mean, you're constantly like, you don't ever get a choice. Like, I can take the bikes off, and then I'm just a regular compact vehicle. Sorry, let this guy go by. I'm a regular compact vehicle, like a 146 wheelbase, no bigger than a pickup truck. But you got the 175 wheelbase for the Sprinter, and you're kind of like always gonna be, it's like driving a bus. It's like that bus over there. Well, not that. That bus over there, you know, that yellow bus. It's about the same. I don't know, it's like 30 feet or something. I don't know. I guess like you have more space inside, but I would not be able to drive that. I'm happy with mine. So each to their own. Do what you want to do, but this is what I do. You get this, there's a battery on the floor. Anyway, okay, cool. All right, well, let me go in and do my phone call, because it is getting quite hot. It's 72 degrees right now. Yeah, stark contrast to being out in Bozeman, where it was like 45, 50 degrees yesterday all day. It was perfect riding weather. And then then I have about a 3.5 hour drive to my park hub. So I'm just gonna go into Casper, Wyoming, and just go find a Starbucks. So I should get there early afternoon. It's Friday. I don't think I'll get there in time to go to the, the state of Wyoming only has 2 escalators in the entire state. 2 pairs of escalators, 2 up, or one that has up down, one that has up down. And they're both in bank buildings. One is in Cheyenne and the other one is in Casper. But they're closed on Saturday. So I was going to go to it tomorrow, which is Saturday. But I don't think I'll get to that building by 5 o'clock today. Maybe I will, I don't know. But yeah, so this guy, there's potholes all over this road. This guy's like, move over, dude. I'm like, there's like a cavernous abyss of potholes on this side of the road over here. Can I get a blue sky? No. Anyway, so I had to like move over, and this guy in his like Nissan Altima. Here's the deal. If you're in a Nissan Altima anywhere and you want to like tell people like off-roading what to do, or if you're in a national park in a Nissan Altima and somebody else in like, you know, a camper van or something, you don't get to be the voice of reason. If you show up to Death Valley in a Toyota Corolla. So actually I gotta find the video. It's funny. It's this guy that does like off-road, like he has a Toyota 4Runner, but he basically saved a bunch of like European tourists when Death Valley got flooded last year. And then he's like, yeah, it was like, his name's Matt, and he's like, yeah, maybe I'll do you know, Matt's off-road recovery. And then he's like, oops, that's already been taken. And then I saw Matt's off-road recovery when I was in Salt Lake City earlier this year. So I can't believe I've been in Salt Lake City like 8 times already this year. But anyway, no more. Now I'm heading back to Texas. But yeah, that was a cute little park. I mean, it's good for kids, and you know, a nice walk to stretch your legs. That's kind of why I went there. I knew like I wouldn't see any, you know, pictographs or petroglyphs. But it's kind of on the way out of Billings and then on the way to Little Bighorn. So I like to stop along the way and do like 5-6 things, you know, if I'm on a driving day. If I have 4 hours of driving, I'll try to find a few things along the way to go see, because I mean, I'm using the gas. My thing is like, I'm paying for the gas to go past these areas. I'm not going to make my way back from Texas to go all the way back up here again. So I might as well stop along the way. And that's why I get to see so much stuff. And then, so I kind of put it into Google Docs or Google Maps and put a whole bunch of different waypoints. So today I've just got this, Little Bighorn, and the one of the 2 escalators in Wyoming, if I can get down there in time. If not, then I can go. I can at least go look at the building, maybe look through the window. I don't know. It's not really like a bucket list thing. I just thought it was kind of interesting that the whole of Wyoming only has 2 escalators. I think they only have like 500,000 people. I don't even think they have that many people. But anyway, so I'm going down this road. There's lots of cute little houses, and it's very flat farmland, not a single mountain in sight, but they do have like these cliffs and things, which is really cute. But yeah, Billings, Montana. What is the, I guess it's farming and oil, maybe. I saw that big oil refinery last night. But yeah, definitely need to come up and do more around the Bozeman area, and then head up to, you know, Glacier again and Pole Spring. But that's kind of like, that has to be a full trip in itself. So I think if I end up going to Alaska to go drive the Dalton Highway, like in the future, like years from now, whatever, next year, year after, that I would kind of tack on the Montana part at the beginning and kind of like do Montana before heading into British Columbia. Because I do want to go up to like Banff and then go across, you know, toward BC, and then go up through the Yukon, and then kind of make my way like zigzag back and forth across like people do between Alaska and Canada, and then go up the Dalton Highway. So yeah, because I think the Alaskan highway starts in Canada, and that's where you put your sticker on the thing. And then there's this like, I gotta make a sign as well. I gotta get like a really nice like wooden or metal sign for Prudence. And that is a thing where there's this whole like road sign graveyard, and there's all these like wood pillars, and everyone just like nails one of their signs onto the pillars, and it's just, it's like hundreds and hundreds of signs that people have left. So I saw it on another video, so I bookmarked it. So there's like little quirky things like that. Like, I'm gonna have to prepare for that trip, and then also to do the polar plunge to make sure I can get that tour, because it's on private property. It's on like oil land, but you take like a minivan to go like jump in the very top of America. So I have all that stuff. It's kind of like, and then also to go see as many of the national parks in Alaska as I can. So it would be a pretty, you know, I'll be moving quick, but it'll be a pretty long driving trip. And so, but yeah, I think there's maybe 4 national parks I can drive to on my own. I think the other ones you have to take tours. So it's also going to be probably a very expensive trip, and plus gas is like $7 a gallon there. And yeah, and I'm going to have to like outfit Prudence to like get her like an extra couple gas canisters, and maybe make sure her suspension isn't like shot from driving to Crested Butte the other week. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have to do to kind of prepare her for Alaska. Otherwise, I mean, like engine wise and brakes and everything, perfect. Like I've always, you know, kept up with that. The wheels, the tires, all that stuff. I'll probably get new tires for the trip. But it'll be summer, so it's not going to be next year. It'll probably be the year after or the year after that. But yeah, figure out when I would do that big old trip, and then, you know, at least get most of them. Well, if I could do all of the national parks in Alaska in just one go, that would be great. You know, obviously I'd have to leave the van in like Fairbanks or something, take the plane, little Cessna plane, over to you know, where I need to go. But okay, well, goodbye Billings. You were short and sweet. I do want a Starbucks or something. I need like something cold for the road. I've got a 1 hour drive, and I'm very thirsty right now, and all I have is water, which all I drink is water. I mean, I drink water, but I do drink like orange juice in the morning. I don't drink soda, I don't drink alcohol, I don't drink any like sweet drinks or anything. So yeah, but I do like iced chai. I wish I had an ice maker. I think in my next life, my next van will be an ice maker. I don't even know where I'm going. Let me look at the map here. Okay, now I'm on the 90 East. And what I loved about the 80 freeway, like going through, I think I went from like Iowa through to Chicago, and then I think I went on to Ohio. I think I went all the way as far across as I could. They have what's called the desert oases, and they're like these, like just kind of like in the middle of the median that you pull in. There's like a whole big like rest area which has restaurants and restrooms and massage chairs, and you're not technically supposed to sleep overnight, but I did. Like I was allowed to in when I was in Kansas. So I think I was on the 80 or the 70. I think I was on the 70 in Kansas, and that was really nice. And then the 80, the Iowa 80 is the largest truck stop in the world. You can stay there overnight. But like no other, like the 10 freeway doesn't have the desert oases. I love it because you go in and it's like so refreshing that all the fast food you want, they got like Starbucks, they got like, you know, souvenir shops, travel advisory places, you know, really nice restrooms. You can like rest on the couches, instead of just having like a gas station or like a rest area with like a porta potty. But I noticed that the 90 doesn't have anything. Maybe it just doesn't have the clientele. I mean, it's a lot of truckers and stuff. But yeah, it was really nice to like have the desert oasis, because it reminds me of like in Britain, in England, where I'm from England, right? If you didn't notice. But the British, rest areas are like, they're just so nice. They have everything. You can even do your laundry there. I mean, it's great. But anyway, okay, yeah, because on the other side, what they do, they have travel centers. They've got like McDonald's and stuff. McDonald's smoothies are like not the milkshakes, but the smoothies are like my vice as well, like, or their frappes. So I just like the cold. Sometimes when I have something salty, like if I eat like I had a burrito. We went for Mexican food in Big Sky the other day. We just went into Big Sky to go get some lunch and gas, and after that I was like, oh, I need like ice cream or something. Like, I don't like ending the day with just like, you know, savory. Like, I gotta end the day on a dessert. Like, I can't end the day on like savory or spice or, you know, crease or any of that stuff. Anyway, Little Bighorn Battlefield next right. So I'm gonna go towards Sheridan, and I'm on the 90, but now I'm getting on the 90 again. The 90 East. Maybe this is a different 90. Anyway, but yeah, so Montana was pretty easy to drive across. Not a lot to see, I can tell you that. Last year when I had to drive from Big Sky toward Devil's Tower and then rest up at a rest area like middle of nowhere, Wyoming. There was a lot of National Geographic. I look over, I'm like, whoa! I'm like, what are those horses doing? I did not need to see that. Like, get a room. So it was literally like Wild Kingdom out there. There's a lot of stuff going on. I was like, I need to keep just laser focused. So okay, so I've got about maybe 45 minutes to go, and I'll see you guys when I'm there. I just made it to Starbucks, and unfortunately it's not a sit-down one, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to go. The library will close at 5 and it's already 4 p.m. so let me turn around. It's funny, there's nothing for like 7,000 million miles, and all of a sudden you're punched in the face with civilization, and it's all commercial. Anyway, so yeah, there's also no, oh, the worst drivers are in Casper, Wyoming, by the way. I think they're all half asleep. No overnight parking at Walmart either. That's a city ordinance, so I'm gonna have to go to the rest area, which is fine. All right, I'm at Starbucks. Let me get something to drink and work on my computer until 7. So at least I've got about 3 hours to work, try to get another video done, and then just start transferring files from my phone to my computer. Where can I sit? Okay. All right, thank you Starbucks for the only Starbucks on the planet that has high-speed internet. Okay, there's Prue. All right, let's go about an hour to the rest area. It's the only option. I'm just gonna get out of Casper and actually, I don't know if it's an hour. Anyway, I'm gonna hike tomorrow morning. It's chilly. I got some hot water as well. I'm gonna make a cup of tea so I don't have to boil the teapot here in the parking lot. And I think I'm done. I'm gonna make some dinner when I get to the rest area and rest up and watch some Netflix. And we're back to back to regular van life driving home. Okay, let's get in the van. All right, it's 8 o'clock. I've made it to the Wyoming rest area. All over there, it's super smoky. So I'm actually downloading a wildfire app so I can figure out where the hell it smells like smoke over here. So anyway, with one van lifer, and it's raining, so I'm hoping maybe that rain burns off the smoke. It's really hard to breathe. And I was like, well, maybe I'll go back. But anyway, so this is the safety rest area. I'm gonna park down at the end. I think that would be better. That way I'm away from, well, there's only one truck, and there's a bathroom. I'd like to make a cup of tea. So there's a picnic table. So maybe I'll go take my tea kettle over there and go make a cup of tea. But anyway, yeah, I don't know why it's so smoky. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then I'm gonna go download this app and figure this out, because that's kind of crazy. Okay, actually this is really cozy. So I'm at the very far parking space. There's a trash can behind me, but there's no sidewalk, like it's the very end of the sidewalk. So my bikes are over about a quarter on the sidewalk. It's very wide sidewalk, so a wheelchair can still go by if needed. I don't think anyone's going to be outside right now. It's pouring with rain. But this is great. It is a little smoky, so I think I'm going to close my vent right now. Let me go do that. Let me close my vent. Let's see. Yeah, close that down. That's my my Max fan. Greatest invention on the planet. You can leave it open when it's raining, that's fine. But I don't want the smoke coming in. The air conditioner was blowing in. It's kind of this like sandy, there's another guy leaving, this sandy smell or sandy taste, like gritty air. But it's clear down there. It's just really like smoky, hazy on this side. So let me register on this, on this app, and let me do that. Yeah, get my email, do my own password, other options, choose my own password. Sorry, let me do this and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I'm registering on this wildfire app on my phone to see what, I've got my legs up here. I'm like sitting here like this. Anyway, it's a good thing about being a former yoga teacher. I'm a little bit flexible, not so much now because I'm all like muscle. Okay, let me finish registering and then I'll let you know what this app tells me. Okay, so if you can see, there's fires to the east, and I'm kind of in the middle, right, like directly below Casper. So if you draw a line between Casper and Cheyenne, about halfway, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm probably getting all of that fire like residue. It's coming in over here because it is clear on the other side. Like to my right, which would be north, it's clear. No, to my right would be west, it's clear. And to my left, it's hazy. I'll show you, hang on one second. So this is to the west, like northwest. And then this is to the southeast. So it's all kind of hazy. It's not bad actually right now. I think it's all kind of cleared up. All of that totally just cleared up just now. But yes, I think there's fires just east of the 25. So, because I was driving down, I was like, God, it's getting smokier and smokier when I was on a 25. And then I was like, what fires are there happening? So there's a really big fire going on, like a little bit further east from the 25. But I'd like to make a cup of tea. So I think maybe I'll go walk over to the little, I don't know, go take my little tea set over to the, what is it? It's a little camping area over there. So let's go take a tour. We'll go take a look at this place and then I'll come back. I'll get my tea ready, go take it over and get my tea kettle, blah, blah, blah. I can't even speak. I'm not even tired. I'm just like, that was a lot of driving today. I drove 7 hours today with one hike, one national monument, 4 hours working in Starbucks. So yes, I'm glad to be home for the night. I think it stopped raining. Okay, yeah, let me go over and make a cup of tea. It is so ridiculously quiet. Look at that sky, that is beautiful. Oh, shit, that was lightning. I hate lightning. And I'm holding metal, I'm holding my tea set. Let me get some water. The rain stopped a little bit. I'm going to sit in a little picnic area over there. This is a rest area, bathrooms, everything. But we're very well lighted. And like I said, there's enough room for a wheelchair to get past. Usually I wouldn't ever park this way, but this is a super wide parking lot and I hear thunder. Okay, let me get some water, go make some tea. I'm just gonna boil it and bring it all the way back. The whole family's in there. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to dump out my pee bucket, but anyway, this is British van life 101. Literally taking all of my stuff to make tea. So I've got a flashlight as well. So I can sit in here and it's nice and dry. This is nice. It's cold. But I'm just gonna sit here. It's concrete, so nothing's gonna set on fire. So I have that, I've got my handy dandy tea kettle, and I'm so glad that we figured out how this other new, oh my God, I'm so glad this thing works. I like it because it connects like this, you see? So that way it's just, and it's bigger. So you just undo it like that, and then it fits the tea kettle perfectly. And then it has a self-starter, and you can also have a barbecue, so you are allowed to camp here, somewhat. He's not even idling, I love it. I don't know what the other building is over there. It is cold though. There's Prue. I'm lopsided. Why am I lopsided? I'm like on an incline. I may have to move. Sorry, I'm echoing. I may have to move. Maybe I move to the back. I don't want to be by the trucks, but yeah, I seem to be lopsided for some reason. I'm totally like on an incline. So maybe I have to park where he's parked. But I don't want to block, I'm going to end up having to park the other way or block the sidewalk, and I don't want to do either of those. Or maybe my tire's flat. I don't know. Okay, let me make a cup of tea. So 2 fun facts about Wyoming. 1, they only have 2 escalators. Each one is in a bank. 1 in Cheyenne, 1 in Casper. Neither are open tomorrow, so I can't go on the only 2 escalators. I'm going to do that, but I got the wrong day. The second one is that the whole of Wyoming is 1 area code. And third, there's about 500,000 people. So yeah, and I think Cheyenne has about 60,000 people and Casper has about 50,000 people. That is crazy. And then there's 50,000 people that live in my neighborhood in Houston, to be honest. My water is almost done. I'm going to move my van and just park it in this first space here. I'll have to turn it around. Should be fine. Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah. They'll not clip. I'm just more worried about people clipping. Did I park okay over here? I parked next to the, I'll line it up a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's fine. I've got to move over about a foot. Yeah, and I'm not blocking the sidewalk, which is good. And I'll go back and finish my water. Good morning from a very rainy Casper rest area. I'm 45 minutes from Casper and it's still Casper. That's how remote and desolate and unpopulated Wyoming is. They're like, we'll just make this 400-mile radius one city and it still has less people than my entire apartment community. Anyway, it's raining. It's about 6:30. I'm sitting on my toilet right now. This is my view, which is fantastic. Slept like a freaking rock. It was great. I'm gonna go dump out my toilet in a little bit. I'm not gonna make a cup of tea. I don't want to walk back over to the little picnic area. I'm just gonna drive into, I think it's Rotary Park, and go park up. It's a Saturday, so hopefully the hike isn't gonna be too busy. I'm gonna go do this 3-mile hike, then I'm driving towards Cheyenne. Oh no, then there's like I'm gonna try to go to the Women's Prison Museum, which is apparently in the area. There's also another park, but if it's raining I won't do it. It's like a druid fairy tale park, like for I don't know, people that like to dress up as nymphs and druids, and I don't know what else. It's in the same area as this hike. I don't think I'll go if it's raining like this, but I do want to do the women's historical prison for some reason. That was like popped up on Google Maps, and it's on the way down south, and then I'll head toward I think towards Cheyenne and do one more hike, and then park up. I think I'm parking up in Fort Collins. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna try to park at the rest area. I don't know if there's a Love's or anything that I could park at. Denver is really hard to find boondocking because you're not allowed to. Oh, hang on, my alarm's going off here. You're not allowed to park at the rest areas overnight. I did call the non-emergency line, and they did say, well, technically no, but if you need to sleep and they knock on your window, just tell them you need to sleep and they're not going to kick you out. Right? Just say like, dude, I need to sleep. So yeah, it's really strict. The rest of Colorado, fantastic, but Denver area, they're just so like, you can't sleep at Cracker Barrels or Walmart's, or I think Bass Pro Shop, but that's way down in Colorado Springs. And tomorrow I think I'm doing a hike in Boulder. So I have to look at the map. I've done everything in Colorado Springs, so I don't want to do anything in Colorado Springs. I'd rather do this one hike. I don't want to backtrack an hour just to go do that. So I have to stay somewhere like Fort Collins or Loveland or something. I could just park on the street outside where's my alarm's going off? I could just park on the street outside an apartment complex, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't really like the big cities for that reason. That is one of the reasons. Anyway, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to use the loo and talk to you guys. This is a great rest area. The air cleared up a lot. It was very smoky last night when I got in. It's cleared up a lot, so I'm good. And yeah, so let's just get breakfast and head back in about 45 minutes back into Casper. So I didn't really have much choice on rest areas. 45 minutes north, which was up in that outside a gas station, very busy, or 45 minutes south in the middle of nowhere, which was very peaceful. So I'll bookmark this. It's just called Wyoming Rest Stop, and it's great. All right, it stopped raining, so I'm gonna give you a quick tour. So this is the Shirley Rim Rest Area. It was hard to see the sign yesterday because it was raining. There's my neighbor. It's cold. Okay, van accessible, wheelchair accessible. They've got 2 picnic tables that are concrete picnic tables in the shade or away from the winds. That's where I made my tea last night. Yeah, and then I dumped out my pee bucket. It was fine. So anyway, so go in here. The usual human trafficking. So it's sad that they have to put this in every bathroom ever all over the world, but it's necessary. And then over here we have this sign, which I thought was interesting. Passive solar rest area. So there's solar panels, and then it tells you like where the sun is. He's very smart. He's got like spectacles, glasses on. And then summer breezes. So this tells you like how they designed it. Winter winds and summer breezes. Winter day. Light transmitted into the space is absorbed as heat into the thermal mass of block walls, concrete floor. Yeah, I know people that build like concrete houses because they absorb the heat and the cool. So when it's hot outside, the house is cool. And when it's cool outside, the house is hot. It's kind of cool. And there's lots of maps of Wyoming, which I picked up a couple. So I always pick up a few extra of things to give them away if needed. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. And there's a telephone, old style, and then there's restrooms. Okay, let me go back in and finish getting packed up. It looks like the rain's done. It's not raining up in Casper proper. It's just cold, so I'm gonna have to bundle up for my hike. But there you go. Okay, let's go back to Prudence.